Hello everybody and welcome to Parks Bros. It's Drew here, and we got a chance to look at Calico River Rapids yesterday for this construction update, and you can see that there is a brand new wall all the way around right here, blocking off your view of the main cabin that will be used for Potts and Coulter, and that will have chickens. And speaking of chickens, they do have the chicken animatronics out as of now, so you can see them here, which that's very cool to see. But this is a huge construction update for us, considering how much has changed in the past week, as well as what happened later on in this video that you probably can already infer. But look at this rock work underneath the cabin right here. I think it looks fantastic. And here are the new light posts that are scattered around the area, and I think they look brilliant. They definitely go with the theme a heck of a lot better than the other ones. And here is a look at one of the water elements that now has rocks, as well as a covering for the pipes. So don't worry about seeing open pipes. Now here's a big thing that I want to talk about quite a bit, and that is the fact that the Q building looks to be completely done on its exterior, and it looks absolutely fantastic as well as huge. This video does not do justice of how big it actually looks in person, and I can't wait to actually be able to step inside and get a better view of it, but it looks fantastic all around. It looks generally like any giant log cabin that I've ever seen. It almost reminds me of some of the architecture that we see at some popular ski resorts like Big Bear or Mammoth. So I really enjoy that because that's some of my favorite architecture in all honesty. But moving on from the building itself, we've got some of the pipes laid down. This is actually what creates the rapids, I found out earlier on in this past week. And here is just a look at the bear animatronic again. And here is a new speaker that has been put up right to the left side of the mountain lion. I'm guessing just for the mountain lion to have sound. So, but we'll just have to wait and see. It might be for the bear as well, because it is quite a big speaker, and it looks like it has primer all over it. So hopefully that will be having a new paint job on that later to blend in a little bit better with that rock work. And here's just a look at the sluice that is going over two sections of the flume itself, as well as our nice bear friend. And here's a look at the hunter's cabin, which is looking to be complete by now. It does actually have servers inside, as well as an air conditioning unit, which is very interesting to even think about. But it seems like a ride operator will most likely be inside watching what is occurring in the flumes around them. So if people start standing up, they will be able to tell them to sit down. They were testing the speaker system before we got there, and they were putting in more and more speakers while we were there. So that's very nice to see. And you can see the flume is actually a little filled right here, and the main fencing around Pony's track is pretty much complete. And here is a look at one of the rafts, and it looks really nice. I like that color. I was kind of hoping for a little more theming around the edges, like some netted off bags or maybe a shovel or something along those lines. Kind of like how they have at Grizzly River Run at California Adventure. They have more theming around the rafts, but that's okay. I still think that color is a lot better than the yellow we used to have, in all honesty. And it looks like that catwalk right there is all finished up, and it looks pretty good, in all honesty. And here is a look at the plunger boxes, which I've actually found out will most likely be free, which is fantastic news. But with it being free, there is a chance that you will get wet too. So don't be surprised if you get a free dousing from the plunger boxes. And there are speakers behind them, I'm sure, just to give off that TNT sound, which will be awesome. And there is even more theming going into those plunger boxes as we speak. You can see more boxes showing up to try and cover up the speakers and give more of a barrier. But here's a look at the Q bridge, which looks to be complete as well, and it has lighting all the way through it, and it looks fantastic. Honestly, I can't wait to get inside of it and see what it's like inside. And I really am appreciating the fact that you can't see as much as you used to of the ride itself. It gives more of a wild feel to everything. And it really makes you wonder about what specific elements will be included on the ride itself, because you really can't see them with the new fencing as well as the covering on the bridge. And I just think it looks awesome, and I can't wait to ride the ride to find out everything that happens. But then we came back later in the day to just check out what was going on, and here's a look at the station. There were people moving around in the station, so we knew something was up, but The gazebo up top is looking pretty much done by now, and it looks pretty nice, in all honesty. Not too much of a change on it, which is okay, but it's just got some added theming, which is a great view. But here you have it, testing. Calico River Rapids is in its testing phase, and it's looking fantastic. I can't wait to see it test even more in the next week. Possibly there might be a soft opening, I've heard, but no date on that. Pass holder preview will be actually on the day after it opens on Saturday the 18th for 1 hour early in the morning, which I find a little weird that they're having the pass holder day after it's already open. But we will definitely be there on the 17th, which is opening day, and I can't wait to ride it over and over again. But one thing I want to say during the testing, it looks a heck of a lot faster than it used to be, in all honesty. It's just going at a rapid pace, and I guess that was an unintentional pun, but it really is going at such a quick pace compared to what it used to go. Except for around the Potts and Coulter cabin, it kind of does slow down a little bit in comparison to the rest of the layout, but it is super quick, and I can't wait to experience it in less than a week now, which is quite exciting. While we were sitting around for about 15 minutes or so, 20 minutes maybe, we saw probably around 25 rafts going through the layout, and a good majority of them were this brown color, and there were also some of that dark like camo green, and I think they both look great. I just hope they put a little more theming on them. But if you didn't notice, they actually do have new seats, but it is the same restraints. So it is that Velcro belt for the restraints, but it is a brand new seat, so those seats look to be a little more comfortable compared to the previous seats that were there. But you can see during the Potts and Coulter turnaround, as I'm going to call it, is a little slower than the rest of the layout, but that's completely okay in my eyes. But I'm so excited to see this thing almost complete. I would say it's a good 95% complete by at least the looks of things we can get. And I can't wait to check it out within the week. That's crazy to even think about. And I hope I can see some of you guys opening day. But thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you have not. We're going to have a review, a first reaction, a vlog, and tons more content just about Calico River Rapids, as well as other rides that are opening up this year in Southern California. So I can't wait to show you all of what we will be doing in the next month, because this is going to be the most insane 3 weeks probably of my life, so it should be a lot of fun. But again, thank you so much for watching, and of course, as always, we'll see you on the next ride.